in the cold heart of an old stone village, where fog rolled through the alleys like creeping fingers, and the church bell tolled more for the dead than the living, a figure once walked who did not belong to the living nor the dead. They called him the doctor, but no one ever knew his name. No one ever saw his face, and no one ever saw him blink. It began, as these stories often do, with a cough. Little Anna, the baker's daughter, was the first. Just a tickle in the throat. Her mother thought it was flour. By nightfall, Anna was gasping for breath, her skin blotched with purple shadows. And then the next morning, he appeared. A tall figure draped in thick black robes, a mask with a long curved beak, glinting glass eyes that never moved. He carried a satchel of dried herbs, and a silence colder than the grave. No one saw where he came from, but he walked straight to the girl's home, stayed inside for an hour, and when he walked out, he was alone. Most plague doctors were summoned, paid, but this one simply stayed. He wandered through the fog each night, his footsteps soft, his presence impossible to ignore. Doors were locked tighter, windows shuttered earlier, and yet every morning a new body was found, cold and stiff, with a coin placed gently on the tongue, a sign of payment, but no one ever claimed to have given it or received it. One man, the old priest, dared ask who the doctor was. That night, the chapel caught fire. No one could explain how, and still, the doctor walked. Children whispered that if you looked into his mask too long, your chest would tighten. You'd feel as though something invisible had slipped inside your lungs, and your body would begin to rot from the inside. Some said his beak was filled with incense. Others claimed it was filled with ashes. But everyone agreed on one thing. He never blinked. Even when the sun caught his glass eyes just right, there was no flicker, no motion, just an unyielding stare, like a painting that watches you across the room, day and night. It was the orphan boy, Tomas, who grew curious. He was small, quiet, forgotten, perfect for watching shadows unnoticed. For days, he followed the doctor down alleys, through graveyards, past doors with black crosses drawn in ash. And one night, under a blood-orange moon, Tomas watched the doctor walk into the woods and vanish into the earth. A grave, a real, solid grave, marked with a rotting wooden cross, no name. Just a year, 1349. Tomas ran back. He tried to tell the others. No one believed him, not until he led them there, and they dug. The wood splintered like old bones. Inside lay robes, black as midnight. A beaked mask, perfectly intact. And behind the glass, eyes, still, dry, unblinking. The body had not rotted. It had not aged. It had not ended. Someone reached forward to touch the mask. And then the breathless silence cracked. A low gasp swept through the trees. The grave seemed to exhale. And in the distance, far beyond the fields, they heard it. A single sharp cough. The next day, 2 villagers were found dead, and 4, then 11. They swore they'd locked their doors. They swore they heard footsteps in the night. They swore they saw glowing eyes. In the mist, Tomas vanished soon after. His shoes were found outside the grave, and standing beside them, a single coin. The doctor had returned. Only now he did not walk. He glided through narrow alleys, passed silently through walls, stared through windows without a word. And wherever his gaze landed, breath stopped. Decades later, a scorched journal was found in the ruins of the old chapel, its pages smeared with ink and ash. It read, "He was never human. He didn't come to heal. He came to claim. Each soul, a tax. Each coin, a contract. We opened his grave. We broke the seal. Now death does not knock. It waits in the fog, with dry eyes and a mask of bone." To this day, In old villages swallowed by fog, children whisper tales of a doctor who returns with every plague, a shadow that moves between breaths, with unblinking eyes behind a beaked mask. Some say if you wake with a coin beneath your pillow, it's already too late. Others say he only comes for those who disturb the dead. But many believe he never left, that he walks still, beneath our cities, through our dreams, and behind us in the silence. Still unblinking, still waiting. And when you cough in the dark, alone, listen closely. Because if you hear another breath behind yours, you're not alone. Not anymore. Thanks for tuning in to your favorite channel of the untapped tales of dark ages, the myth and the truth. We give it all. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy what we serve. Till we meet again.